Good morning, YouTube. Before I get started on talking about who I am, I'd like to talk first about Renetto. And Renetto, I just have to tell you that I really enjoy your videos. I love that you're the character Renetto, but I always knew there was something more to him. And now we all had the opportunity to learn more and to get to know the man behind the character, who I see to be a very genuine and caring human being. And with that, I will move on to who I am. I am a wife and a mother. I have 2 children. My son is 20. My daughter is 17. Seems over my life, my life has been involved very much with children. Thinking back, even at the age of 4 years old, I started taking care of my brothers. And then later on I had some sisters. I was the oldest of 6 children. And I can remember a time my mom would also share this with me when I was, when she was alive. She's passed on now. But she said one morning she woke up, and mind you, I was only 4 years old. And she woke up and her children were gone. At that time, there was me, who was 4, then my little brother that was a year younger than me, he was 3, and then a brand new baby, a newborn. And she panicked. And here, she looked outside, and I was coming back from my girlfriend's house. I was holding the newborn. I had a bottle in his mouth. I had even a diaper over my shoulder. I had the diaper bag, and I also had, with my other hand, my toddler brother, who was 3 years old, walking back from my girlfriend's house. So it gives you an idea of how responsible I was even at that age. So of course, as years went on, I just continued to take care of my brothers and sisters, and like when I was a teenager, I pretty much stayed out of trouble, because when I was done at school, which call me crazy, I loved school, I loved to learn, I would come home after school. I wouldn't be able to join any extracurricular activities because I would go home and take care of the children, clean house, cook, do my homework, and that was pretty much my life. It did keep me out of lots of trouble. And even then, I would babysit other people's kids for money. Well, I graduated top 10% of my class, and I was also, my name was also up to become member of the National Honor Society, which, because I didn't have extracurricular activities, I was not able to participate. And looking back, my parents kind of wish they had said something about that, because they said, here I was going home, taking care of a family, because my mom was busy working, my dad was busy working, and I pretty much took care of the family and then did my studying, and that's what I did, and I loved it. I even had a couple of the kids, my youngest sisters, call me Mom as I was growing up, because that's how much I took care of them. So there was 3 boys and 3 girls, and we used to laugh and call ourselves the Brady Bunch. Don't we wish? Anyway, after I graduated from high school, I had an opportunity to get a full ride to a college outside of my state. Well, being that my dad was old-fashioned, he didn't want me to go, wouldn't allow me to go. So I ended up going to a business college in my area, which I wasn't too happy about. After I was working at Head Start, I also started going to college to get my CDA to become a teacher at Head Start. And at the same time, I was also teaching yoga classes, and then attending a church, taking my daughter to Girl Scouts, all kinds of. I was a very busy person, plus having my own business. Then, where I worked, there was a lot of cleaners that were being used, and I became overexposed, and I ended up having to give up that job due to a chemical sensitivity. And then here I am today. My father is Greek. He came over from Greece years and years ago after the war when he was a young boy. And my mother was from West Virginia, and she is English, Irish, and Cherokee. So I'm a Heinz 57. I don't smoke. I drink on occasion. Sometimes all it takes for me is just one, not even like a couple sips of a drink. Actually, truthfully, with me, I do better at not drinking and having fun. I was never one to have to take a substance or drink to have fun. Actually, I have more fun without the booze. I was always one of those. I love to dance. I sing at church. I'm part of an ensemble at church, and recently I also started writing songs for the church, and there will be a CD going out, and if my songs are qualify, then I can possibly be part of that CD, and it'll be sold across the nation. We also have a sound and light company for bands. And it's a production company, and that is a lot of fun. I generally don't go to the bars though because of cigarette smoke. At my home, we have an in-home band. My son's a drummer, and hubby's a lead guitar player, and so we always have bands. All my life, when I look back, I've been around bands. My brother was a drummer, so when I was young there was always bands in the house. To this day, I still have bands in the house. Sometimes I'm getting older now, so it's a little rougher to have them here. So we try to work out a schedule where I try not to be here when they're playing, because I like quiet. There's a time for everything. Now, I love to dance, so when they're out there playing at a function or something, I'll be out there enjoying it and dancing and everything, but when it's at home, I want peace and quiet. And I do have to admit, I'm kind of a health nut. I recycle also, and I use environmentally safe cleaners. And I do what I can to take care of this earth, because this is like, this is it, folks. We gotta take care of it. This is the only earth that we have. So it's a good idea to take care of it. Also, the company that I'm a part of is having a campaign this year to plant 1 million trees. And so I have pledged that I will plant 10 trees. And I did promise a way back that I'll do a video someday of how that all came about. And it's about, part of it is to help with the global warming. And hopefully the 1,000 or the 1 million trees that we plant will help out with the global warming. At least that's what the idea is. And if any of you would like to plant any trees, just message me and I will give you a link to that cause. Alright, I pretty much have stated who I am on the outside, but now I'd like to state a little bit about who I am on the inside. I feel I'm a very genuine, loving, caring person. I do the best that I can to make the world a better place. Embrace other cultures, and I love to learn about other cultures. I love to learn about anything that's positive, that can help me to be a better person, that can help the world to be a better place. Definitely a very deeply emotional person. I feel things very deeply in my soul. I feel them to the core. I am a very responsible person, and I do need to be a little careful with that because I do have a tendency to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. And one of the things I've always had to work on was just to take care of what I can that's important to me right now, right here, and not carry that burden. Well, now you know better about who I am. The other topic that I'd like to go over is YouTube a waste of time? To me, YouTube is a global community, and what better way to learn about each other, how we are alike deep down inside, how we are different, than to be part of this global community that can share with each other their lives, their cultures, who they are inside. It is amazing to me to be able to come onto a computer, to go onto a computer, onto a website like YouTube, share who I am, share maybe a song, and to know that anybody across the world could hear and maybe appreciate it or not appreciate it, as sometimes is the case. I just find that totally amazing. And sometimes there are some of us that don't get out a lot, like I having the chemical sensitivity. It's hard for me to get out sometimes because I will have allergic reactions to things. And at some points, when I'm having a bad day, I really don't get out at all. But I can come on to the computer and reach out to people, and have people to reach out to me. And how many people out there that I have found that are in the same predicament? They really can't get out into the world too much. They could probably be in their homes so lonely and isolated. But because they have a computer, and it can be used as a tool in such a great way to connect with other people. So you tell me, is this a waste of time? I think not. Since I've been on YouTube, I have found a creative outlet that I didn't, creativity in myself that I didn't even know I had. I mean, even I told my minister and my music director about some videos that I've done on Movie Maker, and now they want to see them. They want me to bring them to Talent Night, and possibly I could do videos that could be put up. We have a full screen in the front that I could do a DVD that during our church services it can be shown. I would not have known I even had that talent. I didn't even think of it as a talent until I shared it with the music director, and he said, "Wow, you are multi-talented." And I didn't even know I had any talents, Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to say is I got this comment from Eric Winter, and it meant a lot to me. It was like a Sunday morning when I got it. That particular day I was going to church alone, and I just took that comment into my heart and thought about it all the way to church. Brought tears to my eyes. I was just so touched. And it's just words of kindness. That's basically what it is, words of kindness. And look at what a support system we can be to one another. To maybe reach out to other people to support important causes that are important to us and our loved ones. This is such a tool. And I really believe this is just the beginning. Because with everybody's creativity out there and everybody's ideas, I can just imagine where we will go with this. I mean, I don't even think I can imagine. And I know it's just begun. I know we've touched and just scratched the surface of what YouTube can be. Anyway, back to the comment I got from Eric Winter. Here's what he said. Well, it seems that we watch a lot of the same people, Tara. That was a very sweet video you did for Start Day. I, for one, am glad you decided to show your face and join us vloggers. YouTube is definitely the richer for it. That just really touched me. I think Eric Winter is a very special guy. And it was so heartwarming to see the video that his girlfriend made for him and the love that they share. It's just a beautiful thing. Thank you, Renetto, for this opportunity to share myself and to show my appreciation for others in the YouTube community. Till we meet again, take care.